Hi, I'm Austin, and this is my good friend Harmony the Panda. And this video is going to be the first video in a series of videos, clearly, that I am going to use to document my experience in applying for and participating in the JET program, which is the Japan Exchange and Teaching Program. So, I guess I'll start with telling you about myself. I am 23. I'm a graphic design major at the Art Institute of Charleston, and I'll be graduating June 19th, 2014, with the bachelor's in fine arts with the major of graphic design. The JET program takes graduates from any school, any major. You don't have to have a background in education. As long as you have a bachelor's degree, you can apply. So, um, I am very interested in art. I'm very interested in different cultures and travel as well. And that trifecta lined up perfectly with the mission of the JET program. So that's how I ended up interested. Well, not so much how I ended up interested. When I was like 7, I was part of a gifted learning program that catered to children who excelled, and I suppose I excelled. And we did different units of study on different things outside of your normal class hours. And one unit of study that we did was on Japan. So my interest in Japanese culture was cultivated when I was 7. So fast forward to when I was 19, I had become extremely interested in Japanese pop culture. Love it, love the music, the art, the fashion. It's all fun to me, I like it. I really like it. So, I was so interested in Japan and Japanese culture that it began to translate through my own artwork. I was inspired by a lot of the things that I saw and enjoyed, even if it was animes or music, whatever. I kind of adopted that and integrated it into my own artwork and my own lifestyle. So, when I was 19 and I was really interested in the pop culture of Japan, I was sitting there one day watching like a video of some girl group. I think it was Cute. It was a girl group. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to Japan. And I'm the type of person, I get an idea in my head and I just run with it. I don't know how I'm going to make it happen. I don't know anything. It's just like, boop, there's an idea. Or something's going to happen because I said so. So, fast forward 19. So, about 4 years later, I'm 23. So, I was 22 when I applied. I found out about the JET program through an instructor who had a friend who worked in the JET program in the 90s. So she gave me her email, and I contacted her, and we talked about the program or whatever, and she gave me information, and I went from there. The JET program application opens in the fall of the year that is prior to the departure year. So I'm departing this year, 2014. The application opened up fall 2013. So with that being said, I started working on my essay in May of 2013, and I was not finished with said essay until about September 2013. So, roughly, about 5 months I worked on one essay. If you really, really want to get into the JET program, your essay needs to be stellar. You need to sell yourself to the program. And I don't mean fake and pretend and make up things. I mean, if it's something that you're really passionate about, it won't be difficult to write an essay and translate that. But you need to have correct grammar, spelling, all of that, whatever. I had my English professor go over the paper with me about a million times. I'm sure she was sick of me coming to her like, could you look over my paper again? Could you look over my paper again? But it paid off. So, anyway, the application came out in the fall, and the deadline was extended to December 3rd. It was supposed to be like December 26-ish, 26, 27. So, one thing about JET, get everything in ahead of time. Like, don't wait until the last day. I send everything, like, express mail overnight. with a confirmation number, so I know that it's delivered, or have to send it with I make sure they have to sign for it, so they can't even deliver it if somebody doesn't sign for it, and I know that it's been delivered. So that's just something to think about. And turn in the application the end of November, and then waiting. That's the JET program is a lot of waiting. I started the whole process in May, and I didn't find out whether or not I got an interview until the end of January. Waiting. So January comes, they make the announcement that they've put out a list of all the candidates that they want to interview. So they send you a confirmation card in the mail after you send in your application, and that confirmation card has a number on it. And when they release the list of interview candidates, it's by number. So if your number is on the list, then you get an interview. So they pulled up. I pulled up the list, and I'm looking on the first page, and I'm like, my number's not on here, and I was freaking out. And I was like, no. And then I realized that was just the first page. There were 8 pages of numbers of interview candidates. So I look on page 4, and my number was there, and so I got an interview. I couldn't even believe I got the interview because so many people online. I mean, I looked it up. I researched all this information, and a lot of people were not even making it to the interview stage. So I was a little intimidated by the information. But the information that you find online, you need to take it with a grain of salt, because everybody's situation is not always the same. One applicant may be stronger than the other. From what I was told, you get a score on your application packet, and some people score higher than others. It's life. But so anyway, we got the interview, and then you go and you schedule your interview online. Where are you gonna interview? Matter of fact, I think you have to choose your interview place when you send in your initial application anyway. So the closest consulate to where I live in South Carolina is the consulate in Atlanta, which was not a problem for me. Drove to Atlanta in February for the interview. So the end of January, you get your interview notification, and February is the interview. My interview was February 18th. And I went to Atlanta, stayed the night, and my interview was that afternoon. That it was like 2 o'clock. Thanks for watching the video, everybody. And the next video will definitely be a post about the interview itself. And anything else you want to know about the process and everything, you can find on my blog at jetlifejourney.tumblr.com. I'll definitely be keeping that updated. So, keep on watching.